Hi guys, it's been a while since we visited the last time. This time we're going to visit about multiplying binomials and trinomials. Basically what's taking place right here is it's just going to be an advanced form of distribution. Not a big deal. I'm going to give you two different techniques hopefully that you can go about. You choose one. Whichever one works the best for you, that's the one that you're going to use, and they'll work almost every single time. So here we go. The first problem that we have right here, basically I'm going to set it up this. I'm going to write down a trinomial. So my trinomial is going to say x squared plus 3x minus 4. There's the trinomial, 1, 2, 3 different terms. And I'm going to multiply that times the binomial of x minus 2. Okay, the first technique I'm going to give you, we are going to do the box method. Why? Because I'm physically going to draw a box and I'm going to fill in some blanks right here. So I'm going to take the long one, x squared, 3x, and negative 4, and I'm going to write it first. Here we go. X squared. 3x is positive, so there's no need to write anything. The 4, however, is negative, so I'm going to write a negative 4. And over here now I'm going to write an x and a negative 2. Where did these two terms come from? Right over here, x and negative 2. So again, why is it called the box method? Well, take a look here. Now I got a box. And now I got to fill in the box with some multiplication. So it doesn't have to be neat, but it's got to be something that you can have organized and clearly see what's taking place. Okay, first things first. I'm going to take the number x, or the letter x right here, the variable, and I'm going to multiply it times all three of these terms, but I'm going to do it one at a time. So I have x times x squared, and when you multiply those together, you should get x cubed. Now I'm going to multiply x times 3x, and I get 3x squared. And now I'm going to multiply x times negative 4, and I have negative 4x. Okay? So there's the first line. Second thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take the negative 2 down here, and I'm going to multiply it times these three terms as well. And I'm going to fill in these boxes. So negative 2 times x squared, negative 2x squared, negative 2 times 3x, negative 6x, and negative 2 times negative 4 gets me a positive 8. Now what I need to do is I need to identify all the like terms. I need to combine those like terms, and then I've got the structure of my answer. So I go through the boxes right here, and now I'm looking for this. Here we go, x cubed, right? And again, what are like terms? Like terms are going to be all numbers that have the same variable. In this case, my variable is x, okay? And they also have to have the same exponent. So the first thing I'm looking for now is x cubed. Are there any other x cubes in here? There are not. So x cubed just became a part of the answer. Nothing to do there. I'm also going to do this little trick. I'm going to cross that out. Why am I crossing that out? So I don't get confused. I've already used it. Can't use it again. Next variable that I have, or next term that I'm looking for, I have x squared. Are there any other x squareds? Hey, look at it right there. So I got a negative 2x squared and a positive 3x squared. When you combine those two, you get a positive 1x squared. But again, we do not write 1 in front of my variables. Now I'm done with those two guys, and I cancel those out. You kind of notice what's going on with my red lines here? Where are the like terms starting to line up? Now that doesn't always take place, but it does a lot of the time. The next one that I have in descending order, I've got an x right here. What do I have here? This is an x. So negative 6 and negative 4 becomes negative 10x. And now I'm going to cancel those guys out. Again, it's holding true. The diagonals are where the like terms exist. The last one that I have right here is the number 8. He's all by himself. So he can hang solo over here, all by his lonesome. So in the end, when you multiply these two pretty wicked looking numbers right here, x squared plus 3x minus 4, multiply all that times the binomial x minus 2, you should end up with this, x cubed plus x squared minus 10x plus 8. So again, there's the box method for you, and that is one technique. Another technique that a lot of people like to use, I'm going to set up another problem right here, and then I'm going to draw a bunch of squiggly lines over the top and underneath it, and they're going to make pretty rainbow colors. And we're going to follow those lines. And again, all we're doing is distributing. We are still multiplying, and so it shouldn't become real tough. So I'm going to write this in a different order. This time I'm going to write the binomial first. So I start off right here with x plus 4. And we're going to multiply that times this. 2x squared minus x plus 5. All right. No boxes this time, but again, pretty lines. So here we go. Let's start off with some pretty colors. Here's sweet green. All right. I'm going to take a line from the x, and I'm going to draw it right there to the 2x squared. And I'm going to take another line from the x, and I'm going to draw it right there to the x. And I'm going to take another line from the x, and I'm going to fire it over there to the 5. Okay? Now in a minute, we're just going to fire all these volley-looking shots right here, and we're going to do some multiplication. But those lines right there only indicate, well, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and multiply those out first. So when I multiply, and I'm just following the lines right here, when I multiply x times 2x squared, we end up with this. 2x cubed. And now do it again. Follow the x to the second one. Now I have x times negative x. Man, do not forget about the fact that there's a minus sign right there. So x times negative x gets me negative x squared. And now the last one that we have, I'm going to go x times a positive 5, and that sets me up with positive 5x. So there's the first line of pretty colors. Now I'm going to make another line. Basically what I've done so far is I have taken the number x, I know it's a letter, taken the number x and multiplied it times all three of these guys. Now I'm going to take the number 4 and I'm going to multiply it times all three of those guys as well. So you can even start off right there with that one. And we would say 4 times 2x squared, that sets us up with positive 8x squared. And then take another line right here. Bingo. So now look at this though. Again, the sign's going to get you. I got a positive 4 times a negative x. When you multiply 4 times negative x, you get negative 4x. And then the last one to follow right here. 4 times a positive 5. And that gets us plus 20. Okay? Now, to some of you guys, this already may look like you're doing a whole lot more work than what the box method was. The thing is this. We multiplied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. If you look back at the box method, guess how many times we multiplied? 6. Then we had to add and do all the like terms. The same thing is going to take place here. Let's find all the like terms. Here's the first one. 2x squared. Are there any more, or excuse me, x cubed. Are there any more x cubes? Well, as you look at this, there's not. So 2x cubed becomes a part of my answer. And I cross that out because I'm done using it. I don't want to confuse myself by seeing things that I don't need anymore. The next one that I have is an x squared, and it's a negative x squared. Do I have any more x squareds? Hey, look at there right there. So negative 1 plus 8 becomes a plus 7x squared. And now which two did I eliminate? I've already used that one, and I've already used that one. The next one that I have right here is a 5x. Coming on down right here, I have another x. So 5 minus 4, that's 1. Again, we just write the x. Don't put the 1 in front, okay? And now I'm done with those. And again, the loner on the end, I'm completely done right here, is positive 20. So that right there is just distribution, drawing some lines over the top so that you can identify what numbers that you need to be multiplying. Both methods work. Both methods will work all the time. You figure out which method works the best for you, and you use that to attack any type of problems that you have that are multiplying trinomials times binomials.